Your 5-bar is likely trash because you're not a threat the entire time you have possession. To demonstrate this, I'm going to show you what a 3-bar looks like that's not a threat the entire time it has possession. So, kind of ridiculous. The whole time I had possession, maybe only 3 times could I have actually shot the ball. So no one does this, and there's good reason, but a lot of you are doing this on your 5-rod. And it's because you're not keeping that ball in that threatening position the entire time of the possession. And as many times as you can during that possession. A lot of your 5-bars look like this. There's a lot of movement around. There's no threat yet. Now there's maybe a threat. Now there's a threat. Now there's a threat. Now there's a threat. So, as you see there was about 5 or 6 seconds of possession, but only 3 moments of time was I actually a threat. So you want to get your 5-bar up to the highest levels, you want to have that threat, that ability to pass both your options for as long as you can during a possession. And I recommend people do this with a hug stick series. Whole time I could have passed the ball, and you don't know when it's coming, you don't know where. I could have passed wall, I could have passed lane. So that's why I feel the stick series, the stick hug series, is far superior to the brush. Every hug I'm able to adjust that ball to keep it right in that position so I could pass the ball perfectly. Keep that ball right where I need to the entire time, so that the entire 10 seconds I could have passed wall or lane. Defender doesn't know, and they don't know when. So you want to be able to do that with your 5. If you have a brush series, find a cycle that you can do that keeps the ball in that position for as long as possible. You might start here, be fine. This is a waste, that's a waste. Now I'm a threat, now I'm a threat, now I'm a threat, now I'm a threat, now I'm a threat. So you really want to make it so that you're a threat for so long, and don't just pass it on the first toss. That's like a guess, and also it's non-threatening. It's just like you were on the 3-rod. Every time you had on your 3-rod, you did this, where you just get set up, and the first opportunity you see, you shoot, and you do that again and again and again. Defenders are going to get on that, right? So the 5-bar is the same thing. You need to hide your intentions, hide when you're going to do it, but you have to do that by keeping the ball in a position that you can pass, that you're a threat to pass. It's not just like keeping the ball for 8 or 9 seconds and kind of doing this, and there's no threat here. I'm not going to pass. Nothing consistent. It might be a one-trick pass here and there, and all of a sudden I get into this position. Now I'm ready to pass. Yeah, that's the only time I was a threat, was right during the end. All the rest of that is a waste of time. As a defender, good defenders will be able to tell, not a threat. I can show them a fake defense, but once you show them that, that ability that you could have passed, the real defense comes and you can get a read on it. Real defense comes, you can get a read on it. And you can make those passes. So, level up your 5-bar. Stop your 5-bar being trash. Learn to keep it threatening the entire time. You do that by having a cycle, really working on that cycle. It takes skill to keep that ball in that position, but with that practice, which is just as important as the pass itself, is keeping the ball in position to be able to pass, to be a threat.
Now, if only there was an app to help you with that trash 5-bar, to maybe not be so trashy, to maybe be more threatening, to keep that ball in the position you need to be threatening so you can pass at any time. Of course, that app is called iRefOOZ. It has the training center. Inside the training center, I'm going to choose the lane scale here, and I'm going to work on one of these challenges. And each challenge has different difficulty levels. And in the top difficulty levels, it has a thing called reaction cues that mean you have a given window in which you're allowed to pass. So what that's going to force you to do is keep the ball in that position the entire possession, because you don't know when that window is coming. So let's check it out. So I have to wait for the beeps before I'm allowed to pass.
have to work really hard to keep that ball in the perfect position the whole time. That means I'm threatening the whole time. And the faster you can do it to the start of the beeps, the better. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. The mastery tier is more difficult. The windows are shorter. So this allows you to practice keeping that ball in a position to be able to be a threat so you can pass at any time. And the challenges are fun. There's 4 different ones that you can practice this with. So yeah, get IRFUs, improve that trashy 5-bar, be threatening all the time on your 5-bar.